Greetings, inferior humans. I am tiny white Neil Degrasse Tyson. Before you ask, yes, I got the same surgery as Rachel Dolezal. Oh, you're talking about my size? Don't worry, I'm still big down there, proportionally speaking. But in terms of overall size, the only thing possibly smaller than me is an atom. And no, Christians, I'm not referring to Adam and Eve, though we are on the eve of new scientific discovery. If it weren't for Miss Frizzle's love of putting innocent children in danger, none of the lab rats at the local family-owned biotech genetic engineering facility would have been inspired to vaporize my cells and reformat my entire being into a minuscule version of myself. Except this time, I did a 2-in-1 happy hour deal that also made me privileged and white. I'll get into why I spent $4 trillion of the government's debt undertaking this surgery soon enough. But enough about myself. Let's talk about this wonderful place we call Earth. I've got a few touching topics for today's discussion: global warming, overpopulation, and the existence of a higher power. Thanks to my indelible intellect, I've got a final solution for each. Topic 1. Global warming, aka the bovine busting epidemic. You might not have known this, but about 4/5 of the Earth's noxious gas comes from the flatulence of bovines. That's right, I'm talking about cows and methane. No, I'm not talking Breaking Bad here, folks. I'm talking Breaking Wind. My scientifically proven belief is that these cows are backed up and simply not getting their rocks off enough that their muscle contractions and pressure in the abdomen that should be prioritized for shooting ropes are instead misused for blasting ass. My suggestion? Get your hands dirty and start milking their members. I've personally milked 5,000 cows in my lifetime, but with these tiny hands now, I'm afraid I'll fall behind. If each of you watching liked, subscribed, and jerked off a cow's cock, we'd be in a much better world. Science fact: there are microplastics in milk, both cows and humans. Before suckling on your goth mommy's teat next time she's 4 months pregnant with a clump of cells, try putting a filter between your gums and her nipples. Don't worry, she'll be used to the cold metal thanks to her 7 variations of tit piercings. Topic 2. Overpopulation, aka the Collectible Cuties cure. Our limited resources are forcing us into a corner. How can we possibly divide our beloved Pepsi products and Disney rides amongst the growing population? That's where China comes in. The male loneliness epidemic is actually a ploy initiated by the elites to ensure a lower rate of reproduction. Titillating visuals and synthetic relationships have plagued the East and are moving westward. Yes, we initiated the experiment here in America, but there's just one issue. Superior beings are coming in and inseminating our women, voluntarily or not. I'm a solutions guy. Where someone sees trash, I see treasure. The previously described overproduced microplastics stored in the testicles of males or teats of non-males, or the like, can be fashioned and recycled into mini figurines of a male's favorite counterpart. Be that your Lola Bunnies, Padmes, Mrs. Fantastics, or Michelle Obamas. Every man will have his pick and his forever wife. This way, men become fixated on their non-living, forever consenting counterparts, forgetting entirely about the woman that they once pined after. With enough time, families will die off, men will become hyper-focused on their plastic waifus, and women will finally break through the glass ceiling. Science fact: the market size in 2022 for the figurine market was estimated at around 8.27 billion USD. If our plastic plans are realized, that number increases to 6 Gorgillian USD. That'll buy you a lot of Gundams. Topic 3. The existence of a higher power, aka the one true goddess. Faith-based religions have been in existence for years, ranging back to the Proterozoic eon, where what equates to a speck of dust acted as the highest authoritative being. In the correct religions, there's the belief that there is one god, or a monotheistic creator. For those in the modern era that are more likely familiar with polyamory, monotheism, in colloquial terms, is as if your boyfriend was your only sexual partner, or your god, the one being you adhere to. There are no gods with benefits, or gods I used to know, or gods I used to fuck, but am just friends with now, trust me. I understand this may be a big pill to swallow, larger than your common cock, but please attempt to envision this in your pea brain that's smaller than my current microscopic one, as I am the tiny and white version of Neil deGrasse Tyson. The solution for this uncertainty in religion, building off of our prior solutions, is to ensure humanity can all agree on the one ultimate being that presides higher than the rest of us. Clearly, men are inferior, and all deserve death, we all know that, but are quick to lick the feet of the women that overpowered them, as we've learned from our figurine debacle. Thus, God is a woman. The only final decision to make is to figure out which one will be the best fit for the job. That's where I come in. Clearly, I am the smartest being in this observable universe. But there's one problem. I just lack the tits and ass. That's where my adventure here ends. I'm sorry to cut this short, but I have reached my final destination. I will enter this vessel and control her mind, as she is the prime specimen for this undertaking. With my brain and her undeniable presence, we will make the one and only true God, thus finalizing all of science as we know it. God speed. Tiny white Neil deGrasse Tyson out. Whoa!
You know what, girls? Let me show you how to do it. It's the motherfucking queen. Bobbly wobble, 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 wobble. Ay, 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 the dun dun. Ting-a-ling-a-ling.